This ladies and gentlemen is St. Paul's Church, also known as the Actors' Church because it was actually associated with a lot of famous actors. Now, regarding St. Paul's Church, it was actually built as part of the gentrification plans by the 4th Earl of Bedford to go along with the kind of upper class houses so the elite had somewhere to go to church on a Sunday when they were feeling guilty. Now, as you can see, it's a very nice church, but unfortunately when the Earl of Bedford had it commissioned, he declared that he wasn't willing to go to considerable expense to build it, and declared that he wanted it no much better than a bar. Those are literally his words. Well, Inigo Jones, the architect whom he commissioned to design and build the barn, was a very nice man. And so he said, "You shall have the handsomest barn in all of England." And there we have it. It's actually very nice, except for one problem. If you look at the front there, you'll realise that there isn't actually an entrance. Despite the very kind of grand portico, the columns inside, it's actually not a real entrance. And the reason for this is actually quite technical. Now, when Inigo Jones designed the church, he actually wanted to go against convention and put the altar or the communion table on the west end of the church. Now, in Anglican tradition, the table was normally put on the east end of the church. This is the east end. Unfortunately, he wanted to put a door there. The Bishop of London saw the plans, decided that he didn't like it, and wanted them to stick to tradition. And unfortunately, Inigo Jones didn't get his way, and the altar table was moved back to this side of the church. And that is why we don't actually have an entrance here, because it's been blocked up. The actual entrance is on the other side, near to the north. It's a very beautiful place inside. In the summer they do outdoor plays, particularly Shakespeare, so if you enjoy a bit of outdoor Shakespeare, it's a great place to go. And yeah, that's all I need to know about St. Paul's Church. Oh, one more cool thing. The first victim of the plague was buried here in its grounds.
What plague? When was the plague?
Well, there were a number of plagues actually. There was one in 1348, and that's the most famous one known as the Black Death. And then there was one in 1665, and that was the plague that happened right before the Great Fire of London. So, you know, there's been quite a lot of plagues in London over time. But yeah, that was the most famous one. So, let's go. I'm going to take you over to Trafalgar Square, and before that, St. Martin in the Fields.